Hello my loves, Tony here from TL Yarn Crafts and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, welcome, come on in. My very first job was working at a pizza place. It's called Bellacino's in Southfield, Michigan. I kind of can't even believe it's still there. So what was your very first job? Let me know down in the comments. Here at TL Yarn Crafts, I show my crochet love through free patterns, product reviews, and technique videos that will blow your mind. So if you're here for all of that, make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. So you probably can't tell, but it is actually a gloomy, awful, gray day. And for whatever reason, I love to spend money on gray days. So I need to run some errands and I would love to take you guys with me. Aside from all the stuff that I have to do, like returning a few things, grocery shopping, I'm also going to drop by Michael's. I haven't been in there in forever and I'm just gonna browse around and see what I can find. And since we are still in the middle of a pandemic and I take this stuff very seriously, of course I need a mask. I've been using the same mask all pandemic. My mother made this for me back in March of 2020. I wash it, I keep it clean, I stuff a little coffee filter in there to make sure I'm well taken care of. And I don't mind the cloth mask. It's great for the environment, all that good stuff. But I miss being able to see facial expressions, being able to put on a facial expression that's going to translate to other people. And that makes this a little tricky. And that's why I'm so excited about this video's sponsor, and it is Jelli. Jelli Tech International are the makers of the Jelli M1, a reusable, clear mask made from food-grade polycarbonate with a silicone seal. It's lightweight, fog-proof, and reported to filter 99.7% of all pollution. Now, Jelli's non-medical face masks are becoming increasingly popular with hospitality staff, students, and performers. They're also helpful in assisting language learners and those hard of hearing. The mask itself has 3 vents with disposable filters, an anti-fogging treatment, and adjustable straps. For just $40 a piece, choose from 3 colors: Arctic, Cherry, and Midnight. Learn more about the Jelli M1 face mask and save on your purchase by using the link down in the description. So I have my Jelli mask here. I'm gonna go ahead and get it open and get ready for this day of errands. And here is my mask. I decided to get Midnight because I thought it would match the most outfits. Black as opposed to white or pink seemed like a good fit. Opening things up here, we have a cloth case that holds our actual mask. The mask is made of polycarbonate, so it is solid. It does not fold at all. We've got 3 vents with disposable filters, and then we've got the clips for our ear strap. We've also got a pack of filters, which lasts about 1 to 2 weeks with regular wear, so be sure to change them. Last few things in the box are a cleaning cloth, the instructions, and a certificate of qualification. Now let's get the ear straps on. So now I'm gonna actually try it on. Looks pretty good. So, well, one of my concerns with this mask is I have a bigger head. Sometimes I have big hair, and these straps are definitely different than what I'm used to. I'm used to them just going straight over the ear, but these actually go all the way around your head. So I'm gonna take my glasses off. I'm gonna try to minimize the barriers for me getting this thing on my face. Okay, so I'm just gonna, oh my God. Okay, here we go. Probably making this more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna put this under my neck and pull out my sad little ears. This actually isn't bad. I can definitely tell that I have to speak up some to be heard from this, but probably not any more than I would in a regular mask. No problems breathing. It's not fogging up either. Let's put the glasses back on. No issues with the glasses either. Oh gosh, that's great. So I can definitely say right off the bat, I'm a fan. It's very comfortable. The seal around here is a lot more secure than I expected it to be. I love that this is not fogging up at all, which is great. Not fogging up my glasses, so that means I'm not getting any air escaping here at the top. Setup was super easy. It feels comfortable. I do feel like I need to speak up a little bit, but that makes sense. If the seal is how it's supposed to be, if the plastic is as thick as it's supposed to be, totally makes sense that I have to raise my voice. I'm going to pack up my purse and grab all of my stuff, finish up my grocery list, and let's run some errands. I've got a few things to return, my grocery list, and my socks. I think I'm ready to go. Bye-bye, my Shiva baby. Have a good day. Have a good naps, princess. So we have made it to our very first destination. We're gonna be going to Old Navy, which also happens to be right next door to Michael's. So I'm gonna get my mask on. I'm gonna grab the stuff that I need to return. Hopefully not buy anything out of Old Navy that I don't need. And then we're gonna hop, skip, and jump over to Michael's. Okay, so I couldn't help trying on a few things. First, I tried straight leg jeans, and I don't know why, but I just hate them. I just think they're awful and they're the worst. Ugh. I did find this cute green sweater, but it's the middle of spring, so I was like, maybe not now. I'm a sucker for a crew neck sweatshirt, so you know this came home with me. One thing that I do like about Michael's is that they always have a great selection of Karen's new yarn. So I saw cotton ripple cakes, which feels great and I think would be great for garments. Cotton cakes was here as always. I also got to get my hands on baby cakes, which is a really nice acrylic, worth a try. Baby rainbow was nice too, kind of felt like Lion Brand feels like butter, but the colors were really, really nice. They also had these cute little kits. Look at that sloth. Okay, so this one was Eco Brights. Not really a fan, but the colors were really nice. Cream cotton I'd seen before, definitely more up my alley. I love the feel, very soft for a cotton, and I think it would be great for accessories and garments. Not gonna lie, I was pretty uninspired on this Michael's trip. There were a couple things that I found I was like, oh, that's really cute. I did, though, stumble upon a 50% off bead sale, and I about lost my mind. So that was the saving grace of this trip. So we had a very successful trip to Old Navy and to Michael's. I'm super excited to show you what I got as soon as we get home. But first, we are going to run over to Target, do some returns. I will not buy anything, nothing. Hold me to it.
1 hour later.
Okay, look, I know I said I wasn't gonna buy anything from Target, but they had these two really cute shirts. I did put back 2 coffee mugs. I put back a set of earrings. I put back some shoes. I put back a whole bunch of stuff. I only got 2 shirts, so I'm proud of me. Okay, grocery shopping, and then we're gonna head home and I'll show you what I got. Hello, and we are back. I've had my mask on for probably about 4 hours, so I'm curious to see what the damage is after 4 hours. It's like, no matter what the mask is, taking it off is always gonna be the best part. I'm not seeing a lot of dents. Kind of feels like I didn't have it on at all. I didn't have any issues on my ears, which was really important to me. As a glasses wearer, fogging is an issue. The seal was perfect. As you can see, I don't really have any creasing around my face. The seal was tight, obviously, but not so uncomfortable or pressing on my face that it left any marks. I did get a couple questions and some stares while I was out. This looks very different than the normal mask that a lot of folks are wearing. I got one compliment from a cashier at Old Navy. She was like, oh wow, your mask is so cool. And I was kind of talking to her about it, telling her about Jelli, telling her about the mask, and kind of how comfortable of an experience I was having. I also had an opportunity to talk to a woman who turned out to be a teacher. And she was telling me how difficult it is for her to teach her special education students when they can't see her mouth. And it just kind of dawned on me, like, there are so many different occupations where people would benefit from people still being able to see their mouths. I'm thinking about medical professionals, teachers, anybody who does translations. I'm sure Jelli is not out here trying to save the world, but I will say that this mask has solved some of my personal issues, both big and small. So if you want to learn more about Jelli or browse all 3 colors of their M1 transparent face mask, you can check out their website, jellym.com. And if you're considering a mask for yourself, go ahead and use the link that I have down in the description. That link is going to give you 20% off of your cart at checkout, but it is only valid for the first 20 people who use that link. If for some reason the link isn't working, you can go to their website, jellym.com, fill your cart, and then use code TLYarncrafts20 at checkout for that 20% off. Don't take too long. It's only valid for the first 20 uses. I want to give a huge thank you to Jelli and the entire Jelli team for setting up this collaboration. It's been awesome, and I'm glad I could share it with you guys. I'm just looking forward to using my new mask and being able to show off my smile. let's talk about what we bought today. Okay, all right. Okay, so I've got my Michaels bag here, and I will say today was probably the absolute worst day for me to try and film a video inside of Michaels. They were restocking the shelves, so every time I tried to pull my phone out to record, there's like a guy walking up behind me, and I'm like, I was able though to find some really awesome stuff, so I'm excited to dig into this bag. So the first thing that I grabbed was cream cotton. So this is new to me for sure. This is a 87% cotton, 13% nylon blend. It is extremely soft and it doesn't feel like traditional yarn. It kind of feels like somebody took yarn and like took a brush to it. So it's kind of got this, I don't know exactly how to describe it. If you can get to Michaels, I would definitely lay hands on cream cotton. You get 324 yards in a ball. So I got 3 different colors. So I got cream, I got golden cream, and I got 2 balls of dusty rose. I thought these 3 looked really lovely together. I'm gonna use this to make my Free Yourself shawl. And I absolutely adore that shawl. It's perfect for cotton yarn. This is a category 4 worsted weight. That pattern can really be adaptable to any kind of yarn. So I'm curious to see what it looks like in these 3 colors. So when I get 5 minutes of free time, maybe I will add a shawl to my whip pile. I also picked up 7 balls of Lion Brand Heartland in the color Great Smoky Mountains. I was already planning to use Heartland for another project, but I had a different color and I wanted something that was a good mix of gray and black. And I mean, Great Smoky Mountains, it couldn't be any more perfect. So I got 7 balls of this to see if the project that I have in here will actually come to fruition. Fingers crossed, I don't know. And that was it as far as yarn. I wasn't able to find as many things as I was hoping for. I wasn't in love with the selection at Michaels. To be completely honest, I'm never really in love with the selection at Michaels. I figured I'd go look anyways, but I was really glad that I stumbled upon a 50% off bead sale. When I'm not crocheting all the things, I really like to make myself and my husband beaded bracelets. Problem is, I find a 50% off bead sale and I buy all the beads. I actually didn't do as bad as I thought I was going to do. I think I spent 40 bucks on beads today, and it's usually a whole lot worse than that. Do I know what I'm gonna do with all these beads? Please do not ask me silly questions like that. But do know that I'm going to make something utterly fantabulously fantastic. And before we wrap up today's video, of course, we have to give a big happy dedication to our Cup of Caffeine sponsor, and that is our friend Susan. Susan, thank you so much for the donation and letting me know that your 4-year-old son loves my videos, which I think is so awesome. Now tell me, what do we have to do to get a crochet hook in his hand though? Now, if you also enjoy my videos and want to support my channel, please buy me a coffee. Who knows, I might shout you out my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.